Hello, good evening students. So today I'm going to deliver the revision part for the chapter 2 and chapter 4. So I'm going to start today the revision video for chapter 2, which is components of food. Basically I will explain today the question answers. Simply whatever I have given the question answers, just I'm going to make it simple. Question number 1. Why should roughage be included in our daily diet? So the answer is roughage should be included in our daily diet because number 1, it helps in digestion. 2, it prevents constipation. 3, it helps our body to get rid of undigested food. And 4, it regulates bowel movement and helps food to pass down by alimentary canal properly. Now constipation, what is that? I have explained here. It is a symptom, not a disease. Can be caused by poor diet, lack of exercise, loss of body salts, and many more factors are there. Now question number 2 is here. Write the importance of water in our body. Write the importance of water in our body. So importance of water in our body are as follows. Number 1, it helps in digestion. Number 2, it helps to transport food materials within the body. Number 3, it regulates body temperature. Number 4, it helps the formation of urine and feces. Number 5, it helps to eliminate extra water from the body in the form of sweat and urine. And number 6, it is an essential part of blood and digestive juice. Next question is 3. Define balanced diet. The diet which contains adequate means sufficient amount of all the nutrients such as carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals is called a balanced diet. A balanced diet also contains sufficient amount of water and roughage. Next question number 4. What do you mean by nutrients? Some components contained by ingredients that are needed by our body. These components are called nutrients like protein, carbohydrate, fat, etc. Question number 5. What is called complete food? The food contains protein, fat, carbohydrates, all known vitamins, various minerals, and all the food ingredients considered essential for sustaining life and maintaining health. Example, milk. And earlier one more thing I explained, that is told, that is bowel movement. So now explanation is here. It is the last stop in the movement of food through your digestive tract. Your stool passes out of your body through the rectum and anus. Question number 6. Write a short note on kwashiorkor and marasmus. Kwashiorkor, it is a disease caused due to deficiency of proteins in the diet for a long period of time. It is common among children between ages of 1 and 5 years. So symptoms be like 1. Stunted growth, 2. Swelling growth, 3. Discoloration of hair, 4. Scaly and dry skin, 5. Diarrhea, and 6. Protruding belly. Marasmus. Next topic is marasmus. Marasmus is a disease occurs due to the deficiency of proteins and carbohydrates in the diet for a long period of time. It generally affects the children below the age of 1 year. So symptoms be like 1. Children become very lean and thin. 2. Dry and wrinkled skin. Next question is 7. Write the functions of protein. Functions of protein are: number 1. Proteins are bodybuilding food that we know. It makes our muscles, skin, hair and nails healthy. It helps in the formation of red pigment in blood, that is hemoglobin. It helps in clotting of food. And last, it helps to develop the resistance against infection. Next, our question is 8. Why should we eat varieties of food and not just the food that we like? We should eat a variety of food items so that we get all the nutrients in right amount. If we have only that food which we like, then we may not get all the nutrients required, which may result in deficiency diseases. Next question is 9. Why parents are advised to discourage to eat chips and junk foods? Parents are advised to discourage their children to eat chips and junk foods due to its high fat contents and low nutritional value. Next, question number 10. Why vegetables should not be washed after cutting? Vegetables should not be washed after cutting because the skins of many vegetables contain vitamins and minerals which will be washed away. Food be cooked in just enough water so that excess water don't have to be thrown away, as it contains vitamins and minerals. Food should not be reheated again and again, as the nutrients get destroyed by too much of heating. Next question 11. Rahul is a 6-year-old growing child. He only drinks milk. Will this help him to grow well? Give reason. No. Milk is a complete food, as it contains almost every nutrient required for the growth of the body. But it does not mean that Rahul can stay healthy by drinking milk only, because it contains certain amount of these nutrients and his body requirement may be different. Okay, students, now I'm going to start to explain chapter number 4, sorting materials into groups. It's question and answers. First, the question is, what is grouping? The process of dividing different objects into groups on the basis of similarities and differences among them is called grouping. Now, on next question is, list some criteria for grouping of materials. Means basically on which characteristic basis we can make the groups of materials, like texture, appearance, solubility, hardness, density and transparency. Now our next question is, how is grouping of materials advantageous? The advantages of grouping of materials are: it helps to identify objects, it helps in sorting of objects, thus preventing them from getting them mixed up. It helps in locating things. It helps to understand the similarities and differences between the objects. Next question, why are cooking utensils not made of wood and plastics? Cooking utensils are not made of wood and plastics because they would catch fire easily. Next question 5. Give 2 examples of each of the following. Hard materials. Examples: wood, metals. Gases soluble in water: oxygen, carbon dioxide. Gases insoluble in water: nitrogen, methane. Opaque materials like bat, book, these. Non-lustrous materials: wood, jute. translucent materials, butter paper, frosted glass, materials that are denser than water, stone, coin, miscible liquids like vinegar, lemon juice, immiscible liquids like petrol and mustard oil. Miscible liquids means the liquids which can dissolve in water properly are called miscible liquids, and the liquids which cannot mix up with water properly are called immiscible liquids. Next question, give reason materials float or sink in water. Materials float on water depending on how much heavy an object is in relation to its size. If a material is denser than water, it will sink and floats if it is less dense than water. Next question 7. Define solubility or soluble substances. Substances that are completely dissolved in the given liquid are called, liquid means solvent, are called soluble substances. The property dissolving the substances in water is called solubility. Now, differentiate a rough material and a smooth material. Rough material, certain materials that have bumps or ridges on their surfaces which can be felt by touching them. Such type of materials are said to be rough materials, like rocks, bark of trees, etc. Next, smooth materials. Materials which do not have bumps or ridges on their surfaces are called smooth materials. Examples, petals of flowers, sponge, etc. Now some NCERT question answers, and there are nothing new words are there, all are your known words already. The example means exercise question answers you have done very nicely. So these are the answers, you know. So students, these are the explanations of question answers for for the chapters like 2 and 4. So today up to this, thank you, visit again.